All right, guys, what's up, man? This your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports, guys? We are here live. All right, so we just had a press conference, right, for Danny Garcia versus Shawn Porter. Fight will be taking place this Saturday. Today is Thursday, so just 2 days away, guys. We'll have a weigh-in tomorrow. Once again, get another face-off, and then Saturday, guys, will be in all action, glued up and ready for combat. But, guys, I want to give you my take on this press conference between these two guys. All right, I mean, one thing I did see confidence from both guys, but I would say the one thing that stood out a little bit more to me was that Shawn Porter just seemed like, overly confident, and he has that vibe about him that he's going to go in there and just completely destroy Danny Garcia. And they asked Shawn Porter, basically, hey, when people talk about the welterweight division, they tend to bring up Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford, so after this fight, with Danny, you guys, will that change it? And he was pretty much like, absolutely. Basically, when he go in there, and this is not for verbatim, this is just me giving my impression on what he said. Basically, when he go in there and clearly wreck shop with Danny Garcia, he's saying that they're going to be questioning, basically, can Errol Spence and Terrence hang with him? They're going to be questioning, like, man, after this display and performance he put against Danny Garcia, he's going to basically make them rethink everything they've been thinking about who are the top two guys. And the one thing I would say is I don't know how the fight's going to turn out. What was shocking to me is that Vegas have Danny Garcia as a favorite. And that's probably because, he's a better timer, better counterpuncher, and maybe have a little bit more pop. This is a fight that when I first heard about it, I thought it favored Shawn Porter because Shawn Porter, he's just very aggressive. They talked to Danny Garcia, and they asked Danny Garcia basically, how is he going to win? And he, he said he was a better boxer, and he said something like, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to let my nuts hang, and he got a laugh out of people, But it made me think that Shawn Porter, he has, dealt with boxers. He hasn't just fought people that, hasn't boxed. He dealt with boxers. I mean, Keith Thurman was, is more of a boxer puncher. And that was a close fight that some people believe could have went either way. Me, I think I still asked it to Keith Thurman in that fight. But I would say this, man, Shawn Porter definitely gave Keith Thurman more than enough run for his money. And, and I see Danny Garcia. Danny gonna have to, bring it, man. I think Danny, I know Danny is a counter puncher. I guess a big question is, should Danny sit back and try to counter when Shawn Porter comes in? Obviously, he's going to have to do it because Shawn Porter is going to run in, or should he dictate the pace himself instead of letting Shawn Porter dictate when he's going to brawl, when he's not going to brawl, and when he's going to make it ugly? Should Danny Garcia dictate the pace, neutralize Shawn Porter by trying to utilize that jab? You got to use the jab, and maybe put a little bit of pressure himself. And I would say one thing that I believe that makes Shawn Porter very successful against these guys, and make his style successful, is because he is a shorter man. And one thing that Danny Garcia said in the previous interview is that Shawn Porter is not used to people going to his body because he's a shorter man, and that made me think that is absolutely right. A lot of times when you are a shorter person, you're not used to people going to your body, especially if you fight shorter than what you actually is. You make them come, predominantly a headhunter. And I would like to see, man, I would like to see what Danny Garcia could actually do to Shawn Porter's body. And another thing is, a lot of time when Shawn Porter goes against these guys, one thing that they teach to people, at least, in the gyms I've been at, is when you're inside fighting, it's good to bend your knees. A lot of these people like Berto and other people, they stood up tall and they let Shawn Porter, get his chin pretty much underneath, his head underneath their chin, And for some of you guys don't know, I might be giving out a little bit of juice on what you can do if you do compete. If you got inside working, you can get your chin, your head under somebody's chin. You can control what they do. You can kind of raise up a little bit, which is why people say use his head and maybe push their head higher. So whenever you do throw a hook from right there, you know exactly where his head's going to be at, and which will leave you a greater chance of landing those shots. And also, if you keep your man tall, which means he cannot block his head and body at the same time, which allows Shawn Porter to be more successful in his inside game. Guys, remember, this is coming from T-Dub with Blazing Sports. I haven't done a video from work in a while, which means I haven't got a break from work in a while, but I got a 15-minute break, guys, and I'm trying to spend some of this time with you guys. So please do me a favor if you come in. I haven't checked the comments yet. I'm using a different app than I would be at home. When I do get home, I do plan on going live as well. Remember, I do have basically a live running sheet that if you let me know who you pick and how do you pick them to win, I would definitely add you to that list, and you would be on my videos leading up to the fight for Danny Garcia versus Shawn Porter. Again, guys, as I'm talking, right, I'm looking at the same thumbnail you guys are looking at as I'm talking. And I said I believe that Shawn Porter wanted it a little bit more. And guys, just look at this image right here. You know, just real quick, if you're at work, I understand. I would just basically took this really quick, guys. And as you can see, Shawn Porter is completely 100% focused on Danny Garcia. And just in this moment of me taking that picture, I did not try to do it on purpose. Obviously, it just ended and I'm at work. Danny Garcia's eyes is completely closed. Which means that, you know, he either preparing himself for this stare down or, you know, one thing about when you're doing a face-off, you don't want to blink, man. You don't want to blink. You want your opponent, you know, to feel what's coming off of you. You want them to feel that I'm here. I'm going to be way more than you can handle. You know what I'm saying? This is not how you think it's going to go. So, again, guys, you know, and also I asked him about, you know, the Keith Thurman. You know, I asked Danny Garcia about, you know, Keith Thurman says he's favored, you know, slightly favored Shawn Porter to win by decision. And, you know, and Danny was like, you know, pretty much, you know, that's his opinion. And I would agree with that. That is his opinion, you know. Shoot, I'm pretty sure you can ask people that, and people say Danny Garcia is favored to win. But I do understand them talking about Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman fought both of them guys. And this always comes back to style makes fights. And absolutely, style does make fight. And because you beat one person real easy, you know, doesn't mean if that person fight the other person that it's going to go easy as well or hard as well. You know, some cases you can say that if somebody just basically, if they're just not skilled, you know, they just don't have any skills or any power at all, you can say, oh man, he's going to have to beat them off the floor with them. But in this case, Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia have completely different styles, and I'm looking forward to this matchup, man. I haven't got Bob input on this matchup yet. I'm going to have to reach out to Bob. Guys, remember your boy T-Dub. I recently moved. I'm still battling court, you know, with my child moms who, you know, she's all about the Benjamins, baby. So, you know, I'm still trying to battle that. I'm still trying to battle, you know, custody and all that, everything else that comes with that part. But that's my own personal battles. I think I put enough of that out there in video that, you know, I don't want to talk about it. When I talk about it, then I get emotionally into it, and I got to say, I got to go. But let me check the live. Hold on, guys. Charles, what's going on, my dude? Charles in the building, man. He says, I'm late. Hey, man, nah, you're not late. You're just on time. Shout out to Charles. Charles, if you didn't see, I added you to I think I did another stream yesterday, and I added you to the list. I put your official prediction. It's crazy. Crazy as it sounds, Charles. I think you're the only one that's on at least my running list that is going with Shawn Porter. I think I got about 3 or 4 people that think Danny Garcia is going to win this. Some say KO, some say unanimous decision. So we got to see how that's going to play out. And again, man, this is a tremendous matchup. I am looking forward to seeing. You know what? I was going to run and go get a hot dog, but I think I'm going to go next door. It's a little bit quicker, and I want to keep talking to you guys a little bit longer instead of me hanging up. Again, I don't get a chance to do these midday videos, so hopefully I'm trying to give this to you guys. I work a lot. I mean, a lot. So hope you guys appreciate it. A simple like, thumbs up, a share. You know, definitely subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. This is your boy T-Dub. Listen, man, I give it to you raw. I give it to you uncut, unedited. Let's get it. And you already know I keep a fresh bologna sandwich to slap a hater in the face with. Let's get it. All right, guys. So, Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter. You know, Shawn seems hungry, man. Shawn seems like see, the thing, and the one thing that does bother me about that a little bit is that, yes, you know, I hear you, Shawn. I hear you, but something to me is like you're very underestimating what Danny Garcia. You're seeing what people have done in the ring, or maybe you're seeing what you can expose of him, but sometimes you can be too cocky. And I'm gonna give you an example of that, right? A kid wanted to spar me, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, dude, you don't want none of this, right? You know, like that. This would be completely easy. You don't want none of T-Dub. T-Dub would treat your ass rough. And I got in there. In the end result, I did treat him rough. I'm not gonna lie, I did treat him rough. But I tell you one thing, that I was shocked that he was better than I thought, which made me step my game up even more. I thought I was just gonna come in there, throw a couple of jabs. You know, slip, couple of jabs, maybe 1, 2, you know, and just be real easy. But this kid had a lot of heart, and he showed me that his skills have developed. And he made me, okay, I just can't just come in there and be basic. I got to be creative, you know, and I still made it look easy. Don't get me wrong. I did. But remember, I knew we were 2 different levels. These guys are really on the same level. Now, Shawn Porter could come out there. Remember, Shawn Porter came out there and made it very rough for Adrian Broner. And he had Berto complaining, you know, more than a guy that just got burnt from his girlfriend. Baby, why you burn me, baby? You said you ain't cheated with nobody. And you already know what she gonna say. I ain't cheated, must have been you. What you talking about? Who have you been fucking? You know how it is. They always gotta flip that shit back on you like it's you. But I just hope Shawn Porter is not, you know, underestimating what Danny Garcia can do or will do, because from his words, he's just going to go in there and just, remember, he said this is a statement fight. And listen, and it could happen that way, because remember, when Floyd Mayweather told Artur Gatti that I'm going to embarrass you in front of your own people, he did. When Floyd Mayweather said, I'm going to go out there and basically just and do what I'm going to do to you, he did. And that was one of Floyd Mayweather's greatest performance that I've seen to date. For me, that was when Floyd Mayweather skills and IQ was pretty much on the, and not skills, IQ, and also physical. That was almost like the perfect Floyd in so many ways. I know people can go back to Diego Corrales days, and that was a great fight as well, and other fights, you know. But for me, when I saw that, when he hit Artur Gatti with the right hand like 4 times in a row, body hit, you know, like I was like, man, this dude, I mean, he was nice. He demonstrated inside game, outside game. But, hold on, let me get back. Hold on, guys. All right, so I'm going to get ready to wrap it up as I go up here and try to grab something to eat really fast. You know what? I'm gonna go somewhere else, guys. I'm gonna buy 2 more minutes so I can go and get this talking in. Remember, if you catch this on replay, please hit the like, subscribe. The only way this channel is gonna grow is with your subscription. I would definitely appreciate it if you do subscribe to this. I'm gonna keep giving it to you. You're not gonna always agree with what I say, but at least you know what I say comes from the heart. Nobody influences me, but I influence myself and what I see. T-Dub was Blazing the Sports. Let's get back to it. I said about 2 more minutes. Let's go. So, Danny Garcia, to me, like I said, man, this stylistically, it just favors Shawn Porter. Just, you know, like, to me, like I said, if I had to tell Shawn Porter to do something, I would tell Shawn Porter to do what you've already been doing, you know, because it's just what Shawn Porter does. And Danny, honestly, you know, like, I think he would have to utilize his movement. I think sometimes it might be even good to attack Shawn Porter. I mean, hit him with a few shots and then move, of course, because a lot of people wait for Shawn Porter to attack. They wait. And based off what Keith Thurman said, if Danny Garcia is pretty much 100% counterpunching and just wait a lot of times, that could go against him in the Shawn Porter. I mean, it could work in his favor if he can catch Shawn Porter coming in And if he can hit Shawn Porter with something that like Marquez hit Manny Pacquiao with, knocked him within the dream, whoa, then, I mean, we were like, what the fuck? And it can happen because Shawn Porter comes in. And, you know, he just don't run in either. He comes in with like either 3 or 4 hooks. He tries to close a gap. He used a jab to close his gap. He used 3 or 4 hooks to close his gap. He used like, you know, or head movement. You know, he'll try to move side to side to try to make you miss your first punch, and then he try to go ape shit on you. And then once he go ape shit on you, then he's gonna try to stay on top of you because he knows you're gonna want to run. Then he's gonna try to stay on top of you, cut the ring off because he want to keep it in that ugly zone. But guys, heading back towards the building, do me a favor, subscribe, like. T-Dub, what's blazing in the sports? Let me know who you think is gonna win, why, how. I'm out.